If you can hear this, we are a good Christian family. We have a ham radio, 1 machete, 1 shotgun. We have 25 pounds of freeze-dried chicken Alfredo from Costco, but we need help.
What's happening?
We will trade you one of our own to be a child bride, but we need help. We are trapped on the Johnson farm. There are zombies approaching from all angles.
Oh, zombie apocalypse. Okay.
We have 1 bullet left.
Okay. I don't like this. This is making me feel peculiar on the inside.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. Where are you from? What's with the accent? Why Christianity? I have questions.
Well, I'm trying to tell a story.
Well, what's the story?
Okay, so there's this good Christian family. They're trapped on the Johnson farm.
Mm-hmm.
It's the middle of a zombie apocalypse. All they have is 1 machete, 1 shotgun with 1 bullet left, a 25-pound bucket of freeze-dried chicken Alfredo from Costco, and a Bible. They need to survive.
All they got to do is pray.
They are willing to sell off one of their own children as a child bride. Sometimes it's just the price you have to pay for survival, survival of the fittest.
Sure.
And she will survive. She's just going to be a child bride.
I don't know. I don't know what to, I don't know what to do with this. I'm sorry.
I'm just going to shut it down.
I'm confused. No,
You're just going to shut it down entirely.
Well, you can continue, but I want no part of it.
Well, sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do on the Hoot and Holler podcast.
So true.
So let's run it back.
Oh.
We'll roll it again, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here we go.
If you can hear this, Mama, please don't sell me.
Sorry.
No, that's good. That's good. Okay, let's try it again.
Okay.
We will trade you the chicken Alfredo or one of our own as a child bride for protection. Mama, I don't want to wear this wedding dress no more. Shut up!
Oh my, okay.
Welcome back to the Hoot and Holler podcast. Today's a very special day.
Mm-hmm.
We have the one and only Matthew gracing us with his presence once again.
It's me.
Welcome back to the pod, Matthew.
Thanks for having me. That was a weird intro, but
You
happy
didn't
to
like
be
it?
here. I don't know how I feel about it. Sorry.
This episode is all about trying new things.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about getting out of your comfort zone.
Absolutely. Very important.
And experimenting,
We
having fun,
love experimentation. Playing.
getting in touch with our inner child,
Okay.
thriving.
Period.
That's
Love.
the word of the month.
Why not?
Thriving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thriving, surviving. That's it. I'm still shocked by that opener. I feel like that threw me for
Are you
a
really?
little.
Okay, I didn't know I was capable of shock anymore.
I'm a little
thought-
stunned. I mean, I should have expected it because it's you, but
Yeah, that's
I
why
just-
I'm
I don't
shocked
know where
that you were
came
shocked.
from. I don't
It's
know where
okay.
that came from, and I don't know where to go from here.
Well, I'll tell you where we're going.
Okay, tell
I have
me.
a story.
Lead me. Okay.
As many of our listeners know, I do Zumba.
Okay, I knew that too. Yes.
I have to describe the layout of the classroom for this story to make sense. So in the front right, we have the Short Kings and the Zumba Prodigies.
Okay.
The Short Kings are Zumba Prodigies, but not all the Zumba Prodigies are Short Kings.
Fair.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The front right, we have...
You already said front right.
Oh, I meant front left.
Okay.
The Prodigies and the Shorties are front left.
Okay.
Armenians, front right.
Okay.
Back right is me and the elders. And then back left is the newbies.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. So I usually like to be in like the 3rd or 4th row.
How many rows are there?
Like 5 to 6 usually.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of people in this class, like 40 people. It's
Love.
crowded.
Yeah.
So I've been going for like a year probably. And at the end of my class, the Short Kings approach me.
Okay.
They're like, hi. They introduce themselves. They ask for my name. I was like, hey. They're like, you're really good.
Okay.
And I was like, no, you guys
You're like,
are really good.
"Stop."
Because they like improv throughout. Like they're adding their own moves. Like if we're moving to the left, they'll like go left, but also spin at the same time. Like they're doing
Sure.
tricks.
Yeah.
And then they were like, we've been keeping an eye on you.
No.
And we really think you should come up to the front row.
You're joking.
I'm not joking. I got invited to the Short Kings row.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's like the popular kids at school asking you to sit at their table.
Yes. I haven't been in this situation.
Okay.
Well, I've never been asked to sit at the popular kids table.
Sure.
But I've never even thought this was possible in my adult life.
Mm-hmm.
I did go to the front row the next time I went.
And how was it?
It felt powerful.
Okay.
Yeah. I felt like they like kept checking in on me. They're like, you're doing great. I felt so accepted.
Sure. Okay, sure.
So this is really exciting. And
love
now
that.
I have some short king friends in the Zumba class.
Love.
And I'm hoping one day I can become a Zumba prodigy myself.
That's wild.
Yeah,
That
it was
really it
fun.
feels like you got invited into the clique.
I did get invited to the clique.
Period.
Like
That's a
officially.
testament to your talent right there.
I mean, I didn't want to say it, but
Hats off to you.
I will say it is a lot of pressure now though, because I'm in the front, so people are kind of looking to me for guidance.
That's fair.
I can't hide behind anyone. And I feel like they're watching me.
Are they there at every class?
Yeah, every single class.
Interesting. Okay.
Or, well, it's like the Monday, Wednesday crowd.
Okay.
The Monday, Wednesday crowd is very different than the Friday crowd.
Okay, because I've been to
You've
the
been to the
Friday one,
Friday
and I
crowd.
was like, "Are you lying to like embellish the story?"
No.
'Cause There's
The-
never anyone.
The
in
Monday,
Friday
Wednesday,
one.
there's like 40
It's a
people.
lot.
Yeah.
Okay, fun. Remind me never to go there.
You'll work your way up. I think you will.
I have 2 left feet. I don't know what the hell's going on.
You have 2 left feet now.
Yeah.
But I think we can shape and mold you into a beautiful dancer.
Okay.
I really do. I think
Thanks.
everyone can be a dancer. You just need to put in the time and the training.
Mm-hmm.
And one day, you too can shake your thing across that Zumba floor.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Love that. You sound like Abby Lee. Didn't she used to say anyone can dance?
No, I think you're thinking of Remy from Ratatouille. He was like,
Oh.
anyone can cook.
That wasn't Remy. That was like the chef guy.
Chef Gusteau.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, you're
The
right.
guy in
You're
the
right. You're
cookbook.
right. You're right. Okay, so for this episode, I really want to try some new segments.
Oh, okay.
This is why we're getting experimental. We don't plan anything usually, but I planned a few ideas.
Okay, I know nothing about this.
Yeah, this
so
is
I'm
all
just
me.
kind of in for a ride here.
The first thing I want to try
Okay.
is Hoot or Holler rapid fire.
Oh, okay, that's fun.
Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna say something and I'm gonna say,
If you hoot or holler.
are you gonna participate too?
No,
It's just me.
it's just you.
Okay. Fun.
Okay, ready? First question.
Okay.
Hoot or holler Zumba?
Can I do like a minute hoot?
Sure.
Because it's not for me right now, because
Mhm.
I don't like being bad at things and I'm a quitter. But it is fun.
Okay, sure. Next question. Hoot or holler working in the entertainment industry? These are
This is
complicated
controversial.
questions.
Yeah. I feel like part of me wants to say holler because it's a really tough time. And my show ended and it's just been like dark and there's been nothing ever since. But I think I'm still going to say Hoot because little baby Matthew really wanted this. And like my time that I did spend in the industry has been amazing. And if I get the opportunity to do something again, I'd be happy. But the state of the industry is a holler.
Big
but
holler.
working in the industry and like actually being employed, big hoop.
Big hoop.
We love it. It's
Okay, I
fun.
agree.
I like being a part of something creative, but not right now. Not right now.
Question number 3.
Okay.
Hoot or holler osteoporosis?
I mean, holler. My mom has that.
Yeah.
It's not great, and I think I'll just leave it there. It's not a fun thing to have. Love my mom. Shout out to my mom. Wish you didn't have osteoporosis. But yeah.
Question number 4. Hoot or holler Millie Bobby Bon Jovi playing Britney Spears in the Woman in Me biopic?
Ooh. Okay. Hot take.
Okay.
I think she looks the part.
Yeah, with the new blonde do.
Yeah, but can she sing?
Of course, she can do anything. She's Millie Bobby Bon
What was
Jovi.
that song that she sang? You may say I'm a dreamer.
You may say I'm a dreamer.
Yeah.
She killed that.
Did she?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I thought so.
I'm going to say holler. I don't know that I like it.
Okay, that's valid. Don't say anymore. We don't need the Millie haters coming for you.
No, I think she's great. Did you see the most recent thing about her?
It's fine.
She's buzzing her
Question-
hair when she has the baby. Anyways.
Okay, the last question.
Oh no.
Hoot or holler late stage capitalism?
Holler.
Okay.
Capitalism
Why?
sucks. Everything's more expensive. it's not for me.
Yeah, you're right.
Do I like fall victim to it? Yeah. I'm
Certainly.
a consumer.
You're a big consumer.
I'm a consumer, and
Yeah.
I wish I wasn't. But you put a flashy device in front of me.
I'm going to buy it.
I'm going to buy it if I have the money. Right now, I don't.
Yeah.
So I've actually been really not consuming recently.
Oh my God, good for you.
I've been consuming a lot of food.
Yeah, you do. You go out to eat once to twice a day. Once to 3 times a day?
I don't eat 3 meals a day.
Oh yeah, that's
That's
true. You
a
don't eat
hot
breakfast.
take. I don't
Yeah.
eat breakfast unless I'm really up early. I took my friend to get her procedure done, and we left at 4 a.m, and I did get a McDonald's breakfast.
It's the cataracts.
Oh, not
Do you
that.
remember that?
No.
Her procedure was getting her cataracts removed. So that's why I said it.
I think that might be a HIPAA violation to reveal
Oh my God,
what people's
really?
medical procedures are.
Shoot.
Which is why I did not say what it was.
Okay.
I also think me saying my mom has osteoporosis, but it's fine. She's not going to sue me.
What if like the AI scans this,
And comes for your wig.
comes for my wig?
Your wig will be snatched.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Okay, and that's Hoot or Holler rapid fire.
That was fun. I think next time I want to ask you questions.
Okay, fine.
I'll come up with a list.
Okay, fine. This next segment is really near and dear to our hearts.
Okay.
This is subscriber shoutouts.
Oh, okay, fun.
Yeah.
Wait, I love
so
this.
I actually don't know if these people are subscribed because I don't know how to check who the subscribers are. But these people left very nice comments.
Okay.
And I'm assuming if you left a comment, you probably subscribed. I don't know.
I think normally
Normally,
I would think, but maybe not.
maybe not. But these people were so nice, so I want to give them a shout out regardless.
Okay, sure.
One of them is Joey Frank 03. Then we have Mars Alazar 5909, Kelly Snell V2X, Ziffy FYI, and Joel Galliard.
What's with all like the numbers?
I don't know. Maybe they're bots, but I'm hoping they're real people.
Okay, sure.
But they took the time out of their day to leave nice comments.
and even if they're a robot,
I appreciate it.
we appreciate that
because it
they're
really did make
giving
my
support.
day.
Okay, sure.
I'm like, I don't know. I think that's nice. Like, I'm not a frequent commenter on YouTube videos, even though I enjoy a lot of content,
Mhm.
but I'm just not brave enough to express it.
I'd
in
like
writing.
to point out the fact that you didn't shout me out, and I've commented on a lot of your videos. That's kind of rude.
Well, I was saving you for last.
Oh, okay.
For the
okay.
biggest shout
I'm
out.
ready.
but-
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
No, it's okay.
Well,
Bring it on.
okay. And the biggest shout out goes to It's Matt Pat. He comments on every single video, every single TikTok, every single Instagram post. You are there.
I'm
and
there.
you are there supporting. So thank you for boosting our numbers.
Oh my
Thank you for
God,
making
of
me feel
course.
so supported.
Thank you for making a great podcast.
Oh my God. And if you think this is a great podcast, listener, please subscribe.
And leave a comment.
Yeah, like,
Share
with people.
Hit the bell.
We're really trying to grow this thing. This is season 2. We want to get bigger and better.
Is this the start of season? When was season 2?
Season 2, this is episode 2 of season 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congrats on that.
This is blowing up. No, it's not.
You're
but
expanding.
We're hoping.
Bigger and better.
We're going to move on to the main topic of the episode.
Yay.
And I wouldn't say this is a yay.
Oh, no.
This is kind of a somber
Oh.
moment in the Hoot and Holler history.
Cue sad music now.
We've made a lot of mistakes, and we want to take full ownership of our mistakes on the Hoot and Holler podcast. So we're going to go through some misinformation that we may have spread in previous episodes. We collectively, the Hoot and Holler podcast.
Oh, okay.
As a collective.
I'm associated. Cool.
And we're just going to correct some of the things that were wrong. We're going to go back to episode 10.
Okay.
Which was blatant classism at Hurricane Harbor.
Starring Kitu.
Starring Kitu.
Hi,
We love you.
Kitu.
Shout out. Okay, so in this episode, I did make a big announcement that Paula Abdul had died live on air. Paula Abdul is alive.
And well.
And she's well as far as Saturday, March 15th at 4 p.m. She's still kicking it, and I apologize if you thought she was dead.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. With that one, I don't necessarily know that you even have to apologize because it was clear that you weren't being for realsies.
The thing is, when I go on my YouTube stats, it'll be like, oh, most viewers watched like 10 seconds. And that was kind of the first 10 seconds of the show. So they don't know.
They don't know that you were
They
kidding.
don't know that I was kidding.
They see the big reveal go off the video, go onto Google.
That's the thing I learned about journalism. I took journalism in high school, and they're like, you have to get the facts out first. The only thing is that doesn't really work with comedy. So
Fair.
if I was a true journalist and if I had integrity, which I
You'd be
don't,
fired.
that too, but also I would have led with, this is a joke. Paula Abdul is dead. Because you always want to lead with the facts. If you say Paula Abdul is dead, this is a joke. I'm not leading with the facts. Do you see the difference?
Sure, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is why I'm apologizing in this moment.
And I hope you guys can forgive him for that.
Please forgive me for that one. Yeah, that was a big oopsie.
Okay. But that one seems like small. Are they getting worse as we go?
No, I'm just going in episode order.
Okay. So what's next?
Okay, so the next one is from episode 12, which was the M&M conspiracy iceberg.
One of my favorites.
One of my favorites. Yeah, I love that one.
Really good.
And in this one, I very confidently asserted that Poppy, the musical artist, had won a Grammy. She did not.
She was nominated, though.
She was nominated twice, but she has never won. She deserves it, though.
You were speaking it into existence.
I'm manifesting. So I think if like Grammys 2025 already happened, right? So 2026.
Poppy gets
Then
the
I
award.
retract my apology if she wins.
I will say, you did also have another lie in that video, and I did call you out for it.
What did I say?
You asserted that you were the orange M&M.
Okay.
You asserted
Okay,
with
but-
confidence that you were the orange M&M, and then proceeded
Yes.
to tell me that you were like 15% orange.
I was 30%. I think a 30 or 35% orange. Orange.
Yeah, and then but you were like 50% yellow.
Yes. And I think the reason is because like I do identify with the orange M&M.
Right. But you were saying that you had taken a test.
I did take a test and I was majority yellow, but I still identify with orange.
Okay, but that's like me saying I took the SAT and I identify as someone who got a perfect score. I didn't.
I mean, you have me there.
You know?
Okay, I apologize for misrepresenting my test results. I promise I'll do better in the future.
Period.
I am the yellow M&M. Sorry, it really
Who is the yellow M&M? Is it a girl?
really pains me to say that.
Or is it a boy?
Because I've always identified with the orange M&M. Yeah.
Oh wow, you're getting actually some real tears there. That's really good.
I'm not acting. I'm
You
really
are.
upset.
It's okay. It's okay. Your years of acting classes are finally paying off.
I know. I thought I was gonna be like an Oscar-winning actor by now.
Well, you still have time.
We have time.
Look at Demi Moore.
Look at Demi Moore.
Demi.
Another one
Okay.
from episode 12.
Oh my god, you had 3 lies in that video? Okay.
Yeah. So I postulated that perhaps we did not land on the moon. And the TikTok crowd did not hold back when letting me know that, in fact, apparently we did land on the moon. Apparently we did.
Not apparently. We did.
And apparently it's not a question.
It's not.
Apparently it's a fact. And for that, I apologize.
Yeah. I mean, again, I think you were kidding. But I hope you were kidding. Was he kidding? Anyways, glad you're apologizing.
Yeah.
We did land on the moon. We just haven't gone back.
We landed on the moon.
Recently? Question mark. Did you see Katy Perry's going to space?
No, but I love that.
Yeah, apparently. Again,
Well-
could be false. I saw it on the internet. But allegedly she's going up next time Jeff Bezos sends a rocket
with
ship
his,
up
like,
there.
Blue
And then-
sky, open blue.
Yeah, and then
whatever.
everyone was like, "Oh my god, your album was so bad they're kicking you off Earth." And I was like, "Clock her tea."
Yeah, that album was not good. But
It was
also,
not
I
good.
think she is a perfect representative because she's already put her best foot forward with the extraterrestrials with her
hit song,
E.T.,
which stands for
extraterrestrial.
extraterrestrials.
So I think she probably has a good rep. And if anyone is going to be a good negotiator on the behalf of humanity, I would say it's Katy Perry.
So where do you think they're sending her? To the moon, to Mars, to other planets?
I'm hoping
Different
that
galaxies?
It's like an exploratory trip and they don't really have a destination. And they're just launching her off, and wherever they land and they search for life, communicate with the life if possible.
She can sing to them.
She could sing to them. I would love if she was the first musical artist to have a concert from space. They could live stream it. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, but she needs to release a good album before that. 'Cause
Well,
I
she
want
can
good
sing
songs.
the classics.
She could do the classics, but I don't know.
Okay. You're hesitant.
I'm hesitant until
Yeah.
she releases some more good music.
Yeah, I mean, the past 2 albums, I
Without
can
Dr.
understand
Luke.
your hesitancy, but I do believe in her.
I believe in her too. I think she's a very good artist.
Yeah.
I think she has a good voice and she's made hits before. She can do it again.
Okay.
Okay, more apologies?
Yeah, there's
How
one
many?
more.
Oh, there's one more. Okay.
This is perhaps the biggest one.
Oh.
I would consider this as historical erasure, and I'm really sorry that I did that. But
Okay.
in episode 14, The Plight of Disney Motherhood, I misrepresented Flat Stanley's story. And I did say he was flattened by a bulldozer and he remained flat for the rest of his life. And that was categorically false.
Yeah, it was.
The truth is,
For multiple reasons.
well, yes. The truth is that Flat Stanley was flattened in a bulletin board accident. I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up again. This is really hard to talk about.
Oh, no.
He was an unfortunate victim of a loose bulletin board. As far as I know, the school was sued and shut down for the accident. But
Okay.
he was unfortunately standing in front of the bulletin board when it fell off the wall, flattened him. He did live multiple days flat, but he, at the end of, I mean, this is book 1. He was returned to normal status.
Yeah.
He was inflated with a bike pump.
See, and I thought that they did that in the last book, but
No.
what happened was they inflate him at the end of the first book, and then he's round or normal
3-dimensional
for
Stanley.
multiple books, and then he becomes flat again, and now he's
Yes.
flat forever.
Now he's forever flat because I believe he was punctured. Again, now I'm making things
no,
up again.
he was
Wasn't he
by
punctured?
like the corner of a shelf,
and now
which
he
makes
can
him so he
never
can
be
never be
inflated
inflated
again. Yeah.
But I'm like, so he just has an open wound? I
He
don't
does
know.
have an open wound. Or it could be one of those like what are the like a colostomy bag? What are those things
Oh.
called? Is that right?
Yeah.
Did I make that up? Where you
No, I
have
know
like an
what you're talking
open orifice that can be used to either expel excrements from your body or in the case of like Gypsy Rose to insert nutritional pulp. I don't know what would you call that. Insert nutritional value into the body via tubes.
So okay,
So I don't think it's out of the question that he would have an open orifice of some sort.
okay, sure. Yeah.
Never allowing him to inflate ever again. And I do love that the writers really thought through that plot line because I would have had questions. I would have said, okay, he flattened. Like if I was Flat Stanley, I lived multiple days being flat, but then I was reinflated by a bike pump. The second it happens again,
Just
I'm just
reinflate again.
whipping up. Yeah. Just whip out the bike pump.
Mm-hmm.
So they needed a reason for him to like.
Yeah, I think
struggle.
it was smart. It was smart, and he's gone on adventures since. I think he's taking a world tour right now.
I think it's really admirable that after all he's been through, he's really trying to get a cultural perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think we can all grow, even if we
Sure.
are a hometown hero.
Yeah.
Even if we are nationally recognized as one of the one and only flat beings, or previously flat beings in this case.
Well, he's flat again.
Okay, yes, that's true. But even he can grow and learn. And
Get different perspectives.
yeah, and I think that's admirable.
Hats off to you, Flat Stanley.
Flat Stanley, we love you here at the Hoot and Holler Podcast. And if you'd like to be a guest, please email us at hootandhollerpod@gmail.com.
Beautiful.
Okay, and I think other than that, we've been perfect.
All right.
We haven't made any mistakes.
I'm
So,
sure that's not true, but those are the ones that we've flagged.
Yes.
But you know what? Hats off to you for acknowledging them.
Thank you.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
I
for the
thought-
role that I've played.
Yeah, I
in
was
the
going to
mistake.
blame you for all of this, but then I realized I should really take ownership over the mistakes that were made on the Hoot and Holler Podcast by some individuals. And I think that is what being a true leader is
Absolutely.
really taking ownership for the mistakes that some individuals may have made on the podcast
Mm-hmm.
as a collective.
100%. Yeah. I think that's beautiful.
Thank you.
That's really big of you. I'm very proud.
Yeah, I've really grown as a person since starting this podcast.
You're
in a lot
totally
of
different.
ways.
I don't even
Yeah.
recognize you anymore.
I'm like a whole new person.
You've changed
Thanks.
for the better.
In a good, yeah. Okay. I wanted to make sure Because my biggest fear is like becoming a monster, like letting all 27 subscribers get
The
to
fame.
my head.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
it's
I mean,
really,
I feel
really
like it
hard.
is starting to, just because, now you have fans telling you how amazing you are. Shout
Yeah,
out
it
whatever
did.
their names were. So sorry, I don't have the list, but that could get to your head.
Yeah,
your
Joel
ego.
Galliard, we love you.
Sure.
It's time for everyone's favorite part of the podcast.
What is it?
It's the Hoot and Holler.
Hooray. Okay. Love.
For those who are first-time listeners, the Hoot is something that you love, and the Holler is something that you hate. Take it away.
Okay. So my hoot today is kind of specific,
Okay, we love specificity.
but I feel like it can, like other people can relate.
we love relatability.
Yeah. So my hoot today is driving on the 101 freeway at night.
Yeah.
So the 101 freeway is a freeway here in California, and it's always insanely crowded. And when I'm driving on it, I'm like, oh my God, everyone's going to hit me. Everyone's driving like a crazy person. Normally, I'm like blasting my music, yada, 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 trying not to cry because I feel like I'm going to die. At night, there's nobody there.
Mm-hmm.
So I can go at any speed I want
Well,
within the legal limit.
Okay, perfect.
But normally you're going like 2 miles an hour and you're like, will I ever get to my destination? But then it's like the sun sets and everyone's gone. And you can just fly through within the legal limits. And I like to do it like with no music. You're just sitting with your thoughts. It's so peaceful. And there's nobody there.
I don't think I've ever been on the 101 and seen nobody there.
There's like
Even,
one or
like,
two.
I used to work a job that would end at 3 a.m.
Mhm.
and like there would still be plenty of people on the road, which always shocked me. But yes, I see what you mean.
Like when there's less people, I'm like, I don't know. I've seen like accidents happen, and I like being able to like drive on the 101 and be like, I'm probably not going to see someone crash because there's so few
Yeah,
people
that is
here.
nice. Yeah,
it's like
there's
I know
peace
that
of
I
mind.
have a little bit of peace
Mhm.
on this drive, and I can think, I can listen to my tunes, or I can just sit in silence and not have to worry about someone spinning out in front of me because that has happened. And I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
like that,
If you've ever driven in LA, you know people are spinning out left and right
especially on the 101.
on the 101. Yeah. I agree with you. I would definitely say there is an inverse relationship between like number of people on the 101 and like personal enjoyment of the 101.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'm questioning in your hoot this week
Mm-hmm.
is
Oh, you're challenging me. Okay.
I just want to challenge your thought
Okay,
process
sure.
a little bit. When you're driving the legal limit,
Mm-hmm.
you're saying that when it's at night and there's no one around and you're in the leftmost lane, you're driving 65 miles per hour. I just want to confirm.
Well, I think the legal limit's like a little flexible. Is it
Okay.
not?
I mean, no.
Oh. Like, I feel like normally it's like you can drive like, I think it's like up to like 6 or 7 miles over the speed limit without
So
getting...
I'll just be straightforward with it. How fast are you driving at night?
I don't want to incriminate myself. But not fast.
Okay.
Not fast at all. Like,
Yeah.
for me, the way that this is my honest to goodness answer.
Yeah.
I find someone who's going really fast
To be a safer driver.
and I drive near them at a similar speed but slightly slower, so that if somebody's gonna get pulled over, it's them.
That's a good technique.
So I'm like never above 80 ever. That's death. But if someone's going 80 and I'm going 75, can I really be at fault? I'm following the flow of traffic.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, if people in front of me are going 80, I'm also going to go 80 because if I'm the slow person in
Then
the
you're
left
causing
lane,
a traffic
then I'm being
hazard.
dangerous because
Yes.
people are swerving around me. So yeah, I fully support whatever safe driving speed you choose to drive at, whether it's above the legal limit or not.
But yeah, when I'm the only person on the road, I tend to stay closer to the legal limit because if there's a police officer and they want to pull me over because they don't have the numbers for the day, I don't want to give them a reason.
Yeah.
I don't
How
want to
many
deal with
times
all
have you
that.
been pulled over
In my life?
in LA? I guess.
In LA, never.
Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know. 101 at night, any speed, that's safe.
I love that. That's
Thank
beautiful.
you.
That's really beautiful.
It's
Thank
really
you for
peaceful,
sharing.
Of course.
Yeah. So this week, My Hoot is Hannah Montana.
Okay, love.
Yeah, and I know we talked about her previously in an episode about pop stars are fake AF.
I think we also mentioned her in the Disney moms because she doesn't have a mom.
Yeah, we did. We've talked about her a lot.
We've talked about her a lot. We're a big fan.
But
Big
I want to dive into just her existing as like a musical artist for children, and I feel like that's something we're lacking in today's day and age.
Well, I feel like they have them, but they're not like Hannah Montana was a musical artist for kids.
Yeah.
But she was like charting on like the top, the Billboard Hot 100.
And I think that's what's unique about it, because like she was designed to be a musical artist for kids, but like her music was genuinely good and had broad appeal. So like, everyone could listen to it.
Yeah, my parents liked it when we would play it. Like I feel like nowadays, like if a kid is like, can we play like my kiddie song? The parents are like literally
gonna kill themselves.
Kill me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do feel like she is unique in that regard.
I pulled up some lyrics because I was listening to her stuff and it genuinely kind of made me emotional.
Okay.
Because I kind of related with some personal things going on in my life. I was just like, oh, like, I don't know. Her lyrics are very like uplifting and positive
and like relatable to real life experience.
So in the song Nobody's Perfect, classic.
I'd say maybe her most famous song. Second.
I would say so, yeah.
Best of Both Worlds, Nobody's Perfect. I'd say are up there.
Yeah. And the song has this really fun bridge. It's like a double bridge. So it starts with like a key change. They introduce some cowbells and like the song kind of slows down.
Sure.
But then there's a second part of the bridge where then she just talks. She's just
think
speaking.
I've ever heard the bridge.
Yeah. And okay, this is what it says. She says, next time you feel like it's one of those days when you just can't seem to win. If things don't turn out the way you planned, figure something else out. Don't stay down. Try again.
Wow.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know. It
feels like she's talking to
you. Me.
Yeah.
I don't know why it made me emotional, but I'm just like, I just think it's so cute that like we're creating these.
It's like a hopeful message.
Yeah. We're like creating these characters to like instill these hopeful messages for kids. So I looked up Disney Channel shows of today, and there's currently 3 live action shows that they're making. It's called Bunked, Raven's Home.
I don't think Bunked is still happening.
It was on their website and the cast looks like they're 30 years old. So I think it's been on for a while.
Oh my goodness. Okay, sure.
But maybe it's canceled, but it is on their website as like one of their current shows.
Yeah.
And then The Villains of Valley View, which I've never heard of. And so I looked up Bunked. They have one song. It's called Tidal Wave. And I looked up the lyrics. It says, life's a beach, tropical island getaway. I came alive ever since that day you hit me like a freight train. Oh, I did a double take, body like a summer day. And I'm like, first of all, half of that is nonsense. The lyrics start with life's a beach, which I feel like is like a play on an expletive phrase, which I'm like is odd. And then they're talking about how someone's body hit them like a freight train. Like, I just think it's weird to be commenting on like hot bodies in a children's song.
Well, I think that show is about summer camp.
Okay.
So I'm like, I don't know. I never really did summer camp, but I feel like summer camp, like, I feel like it's touching on like summer camp crushes where it's like, you don't really know the person because you're there for like only a few weeks. And it's like, oh, like, I like the way you look. But yeah, I it's not nearly as deep as a Hannah Montana song.
Yeah.
True Friend. Like
those songs were just so cute and positive and hopeful, and then this is like,
but they weren't even just cute. They were like actually
your
like
hot body
deep.
is
they had
crazy.
Substance, and yeah, there's no substance in that.
No.
Okay, what else?
And then I thought of another one. So she has a song called Make Some Noise.
Okay.
In Make Some Noise, she says, you have a diamond inside of your heart, a light that shines bright as the stars. Don't be afraid to be all that you are. You'll be fine.
I love that.
You are a beautiful person inside and out, and don't be afraid to show that. You're going to be fine. Like, that's a beautiful message. So then I found a song from The Villains of Valley High, and I think it's going for a similar message, but the approach is different.
Okay.
So this is what it says. Never let the critics faze us. Leave the hate in the dust. Being real is a must. Won't keep it hush hush.
Yeah, I feel like the lyrics there are a lot more like shallow and like surface level.
And like aggressive.
They're very aggressive. I feel like it's like TikTok lingo in a weird way, like the haters and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But Yeah, it's a lot less like positive and uplifting.
It's weird because I feel like it's trying to have the same message of like be yourself. But it's coming at it from like such a negative perspective where it's like, yeah, you have haters and yeah, they're criticizing you all the time.
It's focusing
But
on the
don't keep it-
negative
yeah,
of everyone else.
And I think that's, I don't know, I find that weird. Like
I'm right there with you.
but I also think that's just like how the culture is. I think we're
guess.
so negative. Like negativity sells,
And I also-
especially online. But I think that's why I wanted to do this Hoot and to like spotlight whoever's behind Hannah Montana, like the songwriters, also the producers for like making it actually good music that everyone can enjoy. Just everything behind the creation of her. I don't know. I think it's a really cool thing that they did.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're not doing it like that anymore.
Okay. How about you lead us with your holler?
Okay, so my holler today is a bit personal.
Oh, let's get personal.
Let's get personal. My holler is biting or burning your tongue. Why? I recently bit my tongue like really badly, and I'm on like day 7 and it's like almost fully healed.
Yeah.
But I have a permanent retainer behind my teeth, so it's constantly rubbing on that. And I'm just like, why give me a tongue if I'm going to be able to bite it and then I'm going to be injured? Like it just doesn't make sense. I shouldn't be able to hurt myself.
Yes, actually, I have a similar complaint to you on this topic. Like, a lot of times I don't know what to do with my tongue. Like, I feel like my tongue is too big for my mouth.
Yeah.
And I just want it to like sit just like behind my teeth. But it's like long.
It's
like, why are our
long.
tongues so long? And then you have to put it in weird positions to like fit it behind your teeth.
And then the more you think about it, the more awkward it becomes.
Yeah, and you're like, everything feels off. I feel like my tongue was not supposed to be like this. And I don't understand, why do we need our tongue to extend so far?
Well, I think
we're not anteaters.
It helps with speech, for one.
Okay, you have me there.
It does help with speech. And I also think like maybe it's long because of your taste buds and there's like so many taste buds. I don't know.
More taste buds, more flavor.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'm here for that. I just like, why does it take 7 to 10 days to heal?
That is a big problem.
Let me regenerate quickly. I want it gone in a day. I'm doing everything. I looked up a saltwater gargle. I'm doing Peroxyl as a mouthwash. Like, and yet here I am with a little red tip on my tongue because I bit it too hard.
It might be like a lack of coordination. And there's a lot of exercises you can do to improve it. So we can do one together.
I'm not sticking out my tongue. It's
red leather, yellow leather.
No.
And it really helps with like your tongue agility. So once you've like really mastered control of your tongue movements, I think you'll be biting it a lot less.
Okay. Fair enough.
Seashells. Wait, that's already
Sally
wrong.
sells
Sally. She sells.
Oh, I always learned it Sally.
Really?
Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
I always thought it was she sells seashells by
I feel like that makes
harder.
it harder. She sells seashells by the seashore.
But now say it without pausing.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay.
Okay, so now do that 10
Peter Piper
times.
picked a peck of pickled peppers. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
That has nothing to do with your tongue. That's all.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy
Also
had no
not
hair.
tongue.
Red leather, yellow leather.
There you go.
Yeah.
My holler this week is the metaverse.
Oh.
I think this is such a foolish concept.
Okay.
The first thing I want to say is that VR is never going to catch on.
See, I feel like
Never.
that's a hot take because I personally don't like VR, but I know a lot of people who do.
The reason I'm very confident in saying that is because like 8 years ago, I took a class in college that was run by Disney. It was like a Disney Imagineering class.
Sure.
And they were so confident in VR. They were like, VR is the future. Within the next like 3 to 5 years, everyone's going to be using VR. And we had to do a whole project about using VR and like design an environment or whatever.
You designed an environment in VR?
It's been 3 to 5 years. No one's using VR still. Apple, and then everyone was saying, oh, when Apple releases their VR headset, it's going to be a game changer. It's really going to popularize. It didn't do anything. They can't even sell those things.
Oh, it's come out?
It's been out for like a year.
Oh, that's awkward.
Well, okay, so that's what I want to get into.
Okay.
So the metaverse, like Facebook is trying to treat this like it's some revolutionary technology. It's just Club Penguin for like boring rich adults, is it not? Like, you go into this virtual world, you buy property, you decorate your igloo.
Wait, is the metaverse their VR thing? I thought
Yeah.
the metaverse is like the company, like
No, Meta's the
Facebook.
company.
Yeah, but isn't the metaverse like Facebook, Instagram?
No. The metaverse is specifically like they created this online world, and they're trying to pitch it as like this is the future of like socialization, of
Weird.
shopping, of work. They're trying to have their employees like take their meetings in the metaverse, and I'm like, just go on Zoom. Like,
Just go on Zoom.
The benefit of being a virtual avatar sitting at a conference table with other virtual avatars versus like seeing humans on your computer screen and seeing them actually like emote.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand why anyone would prefer to interact with a virtual avatar in VR.
I feel like we're at a little bit of like a low point in terms of like technologies that need advancement. Like we have the car, we have the plane, we have the Apple Watch, we
Yeah.
have the cell phone. Like the things that are like really cool and groundbreaking and new, like we've done. And now they're like, okay, well, we've run out of ideas. What can we do? Let's make a virtual conference room. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, so clearly you've run out of ideas.
I think that's what it is. Like,
As soon as Steve Jobs died,
oh, that was the end of creativity.
that was the
and
end of
technology.
creativity. Like
yeah.
Apple
I
was
agree.
doing everything. They were so innovative.
Mhm.
And then Steve Jobs died. And like what? Mark Zuckerberg's going to take his place? Like, no, you don't have the same creative, innovative, beautiful mind.
Mm-hmm.
And you suck.
I also think things have changed a lot because back then when Steve Jobs was alive, like the product actually meant something.
Yeah.
But now like the product is us because really all the money comes from collecting and selling our data instead of actually like selling hardware to
Absolutely.
people. So the priorities have shifted and it's just really weird and bizarre. And I agree with you. Like, I think they're like, okay, cell phones are kind of out like their prime form. Like the format of a cell phone hasn't changed in the past like 10 years. It's like a flat screen.
I
with
got
cameras.
a new phone and it's worse than my last one.
Yeah.
And
like,
I'm
you
like,
can't
are you
improve
kidding?
anymore at
No.
that point. So I think they're just like, we need people to buy stuff.
Yeah.
They're pushing this VR stuff so
Yeah.
hard. And it's like, this technology doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm not going to strap this thing to my head and then sit alone in my, like, I don't know. It's just weird. And I don't think it's
It
ever
feels
going to
almost
catch
like
on.
isolating too a little bit. Like,
yeah.
it's not going to replace human interaction. Like, I'm sorry, it's just not.
Mm-mm.
But I think VR games can be fun. Like, I think there's a time and a place for VR.
Yeah.
Like, I think, like, my
But,
friend
like-
Jess, like, she does, like, this VR thing where she's, like,
Beat Saber.
yeah.
But
And she's
again-
into that. And I'm like, you know what? Not only is that, like, nice music, you know, creativity, it's also a good workout. And I'm like, that's kind of fun.
I guess so, but we've had Just Dance and Wii Fit for like 10 years. It's not innovative.
It's not innovative,
and it's
but
also not better because a thing is strapped. You could also do that on a screen. Why can't you just have the screen?
Well, then
you're
you'd have to
using-
be holding the Wii remote
Yeah.
and an nunchuck.
Sure, do that. You're
Oh,
still she's still holding something.
Yeah, that's so true. And yeah, it's like you said. Like I don't feel like a meeting with avatars is the same as seeing your coworkers' faces, interacting, being in the office even.
Yeah, not even close.
Not even close. But I'm like, I would much prefer Zoom.
I think that's what's really funny is that Meta is like, you guys all have to come back to the office. You can't work from home anymore. But also you're gonna take all your meetings in a VR headset.
Is that what's happening?
I think so.
Weird.
Yeah.
That's just, it's strange. And again, it's like, it feels like they're just bored and they're like, why not? Let's try this.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't get that.
Well, that's all we have today. Thank you, Matthew, for being our number one most often guest.
I think most frequent would be the right word, but it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me. It means a lot. It's always fun to be here. And I hope this isn't the last time.
Oh, it certainly won't be.
Okay.
And thank you, listeners, for once again joining us on the Hoot and Holler podcast. I'm going to do one more call to action. Please subscribe. Please like. Please follow, whatever the other words are
Share.
for different. Share with your friends and your family. We're really trying to grow this thing. So anything you can do would really help. And leave a comment and maybe you'll be in the next subscriber shout out segment if we continue these segments. Let us know if you like the segments.
Yeah, and let us know if you have ideas for future segments.
Yeah, or even topics for the episode. We have our ears open and our hearts open.
ears and hearts, but we also have ideas of our own. So
we really do. We don't need you, but we would love
the feedback, and we would love the participation. We want this to be a community.
This is such a community.
This is so metaverse coded. It's not even funny.
Yeah, really. We can make our own metaverse.
The Hooterverse.
Hooterverse.
That.
Thanks for listening, but we
gotta
go.
We gotta go. Sorry.
Bye.